Welcome to Sunday Sensei Says number 29. My name is Jem Johnson, the Sunday Sensei, so called because I do these awesome self-defense and sparring classes every Sunday out of the warehouse. And today I'm going to talk about overcoming obstacles. So, quick story. I recently smashed this amazing Spartan Race event, which was awesome. It was a 21k run with heaps of obstacles thrown in, and it was really intense. And I know that's a bit unrelatable because, we carried heavy weights and climbed obstacles and threw spears and jumped fire. And this is not the everyday sort of stuff, but it has some really good carryover examples for everyone that is on a health journey or a weight loss journey. And that's what I want to talk about today. So something I learned from Spartan Race. Step number 1 to overcoming obstacles is first identifying all the challenges. So for me, I knew that I had to run 21Ks, and therefore I've been running longer and longer distances over the last few months. That makes sense. I also knew I had to do 30 burpees if I stuffed up an obstacle, so I spent a little time doing 100 burpees a day. Crazy. Now, let's make this relatable to you. If you have a goal and you're trying to get to a certain goal weight, the first thing you need to do is identify the challenges that are going to come up, yeah? So maybe it's time, maybe it's money, maybe you've got a pre-existing injury that's going to stop you from training, maybe you live with unhealthy people. Step number 2 on your journey is to accept that all of those things are going to be things that you can overcome, yeah? We've spoken about this in previous videos. If you are living with unhealthy people, you can overcome that. It's an obstacle, but accept and acknowledge that you can smash that out of the park. It's not going to stop you training. No excuses. A lot of the things that we have in our head as challenges are just excuses. Moving on. Step number 3 to overcoming obstacles is to plan and prepare. For me, I understood that there was a high chance of getting a cramp when going on this big race, so I hydrated a lot. Yeah, I took this amazing hydrate supplement that I have, and it's got like heaps and heaps of electrolytes in it, and it stopped me getting a cramp. For you, for the person who's trying to lose weight at home and trying to get healthier, you should prepare yourself early. Prepare big. Do the work early on. Write a meal plan. Write a training plan. If you have in your head all the meals that you're going to eat over the course of the week, then it's easy. Yeah, you've already written it down. There's a magic and there's a power in writing things down. Write a training program for yourself. I wrote myself a training program, and I said that I was going to run 3 times a week. I didn't. I ran 2, maybe, but that's still better than nothing. Yeah. So plan and prepare big. Say I will exercise this many times a week. And if you don't quite crack that number, if you don't quite make it a 4, for example, that's cool. You're still a few up. This is a win. Okay, step number 4 on how to overcome obstacles. Be aware that there will be doubts and there will be setbacks. All challenges have ups and downs, rises and falls. So you're very likely on your journey to experience some setbacks. At the very start, when you decide that you want to lose weight, or put on muscle, or whatever your health goal is, at the very start, tell people and acknowledge that when you complain, because you will, it's no one's fault, right? If you've got a coach or a PT or something, you need to have an understanding at the very start. You need to say, okay, look, if in a few weeks we haven't lost any weight, I acknowledge that that's no one's fault. I acknowledge that that's not the end of the world and I shouldn't be beating myself up about it. So to overcome the obstacle of not having enough time and trying to exercise, and there's all these time pressures. At the very start, you need to tell your PT, look, sometimes I'm going to be stressed, I'm not going to have time to exercise. That's cool. Acknowledge it, move on. So, setbacks are going to happen. You're going to have moments of doubt. Use your team. Depend on your team. That's what I did in the Spartan Race when I was really suffering. My team got me through. My team helped me. We actually shared burpees when we stuffed up obstacles, So that's one method. Okay, step number 5. To overcoming all obstacles in your life. This is probably the biggest one. Have a backup plan. Have an emergency. Have a get out of jail free card. Because things are going to go wrong on the process, yeah? You're very likely on your health journey to maybe have a binge day where everything goes to hell and everything goes up in the air and you find yourself eating really badly. If that happens, don't panic. Just have an emergency break, if you will. You may want to tell people, you may want to have a lifeline, yeah? Someone that you can call when it all hits the fan. For a lot of people, that's a PT or a Herbalife health coach. You call them when everything goes to hell, and that's sort of your emergency backup plan, and they tell you what to do. This is good. This is what I did in my Spartan Race. I know I keep bringing it back to that example, but that's because, when you're on a big fitness adventure and you set out on a big fitness challenge like that, you need to use the team. And that's how I got through it. When we were in the mud and everything was going to hell, you got to use the people around you. So that's the parallel there. To quickly summarize, when overcoming obstacles, step 1, identify all of the challenges. Step 2, acknowledge that you can overcome them and they're mostly just excuses. Step 3, plan and prepare. Be organized and do the work early on. Step 4, this is an important one. Step 4, you must acknowledge that there will be setbacks and doubts and prepare for that early. Yeah, have the right mindset to deal with that before it becomes an issue. And step 5, have an emergency backup plan, which is more often than not asking for help, relying on your team. That's the lesson of the day. Good, done. Next. If you've enjoyed this episode of Sunday Sensei Says, please check out my website, www.theurbanjunglegym.com, or check us out on Facebook under Melbourne Fit Club.